All right, homesteader family. So I'm down here in Canyon City, and I want to tell you about a dream I had first, and then I'll get to the main topic. So, not last night, but the night before, I had this dream that Mickey gets off the chain and he's inside the pen with the animals. And it woke me up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And all I wanted to do was get to the ranch, check on the animals, make sure everybody was okay. Because sometimes my dreams tend to turn into reality, and sometimes I see stuff that happens or is going to happen. So anyhow, we get over to the ranch yesterday to go get firewood for John, my neighbor who watched animals while I went back east for 2.5 weeks. He was the second one that watched animals. I had Barry watch animals first. So as we pull up at the ranch, get in through the gates, I notice Mickey's on the chain, Max is on the chain, but Jackson is walking around outside the pen. So the dream wasn't about Mickey getting in the pen. It apparently was about Jackson getting out of the pen. So what I'm saying in the title with constantly check as the second part is make sure if you have animals, you constantly check. I have not checked the original pen since I put the pen in. All the animals have been fine. I haven't had any problems. But because I was negligent and didn't check on the pen, when I went through and checked the area, the one part, the fence was separated 1.5 feet. Now, when I put the original pen in, I didn't have the time, and then we went right into winter, and then I had to go back east for my grandfather, and it's just been chaotic. I never went back through and wire tied every other part of the fence like I say to do, and like I'm doing on the permanent fence. So because I only did the top and the bottom, with the pigs pushing and yanking and pushing and yanking on the bottom with their snouts, it snapped the wire tie at the bottom, and the fence was able to separate from the T-post, and Jackson was able to go out. So I went ahead and I walked the whole pen yesterday and checked everything. I found 3 spots that the pigs had broke the bottom strapping, the tie wire. And like I say, if you do every other brace on the fence, the pigs can yank and pull, but it's got multiple tie wires holding that fence on the post, where with just the bottom one, it weakened it and then snapped it, and that was done. So I was able to go ahead and get the tie wires put back. Of course, I was there for the day, so all the goats came out, so it wasn't a problem. But I could have lost my goats. I could have lost the pigs. They could have got out and went roaming around. So if you have animals, do your due diligence. Check all your cages. Check all your fencing. Check everything, because you never know when something's changed. All the animals been there for all this time. Who knows how long those 3 tie wires have been snapped where animals could have got out. Luckily, the other 2 places where the pig snapped the tie wire is up against a hill, so it wasn't separating from the T-post, and animals really couldn't get out unless they really pulled on it far out and tried to squeeze through. It was only that one spot, and of course Jackson, being the pain in the butt goat he is, he found out where to get out, and he got out. So I'm down here. I had an appointment at 3 o'clock over there at Fidelity here in Canyon City to have the closing. 2 weeks ago, they told me I would have a closing today at 3 o'clock if everything went good. And the lady yelled at me, gave me a hard time when I was down here, because I've been giving money to Jeff, and she said without pulling the history of the property and the owner and all this type of stuff, there's a lot of scams out there, especially when dealing with people out of state or out of country. And I found this Craigslist ad on the ranch a while ago, and the guy Jeff lives down in Georgia, and I did a little bit of research, but I didn't do all the research like she was telling me I should have done, so I don't get scammed or anything like that. So the long story short, what can I tell you? I'm gonna be finding a new property. Just kidding. Got you guys. Everything's good. I went ahead. I got closed. I got my official title. Everything here. So, because I am such a good actor, and I'm sure I got some of you, especially David, because David loves when I pull out these pranks. But anyhow, I got the title in hand. They're gonna follow everything on Monday because the county buildings are closed here on Fridays. They're only open Monday through Thursday to save county money and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna call up the electric company. I'm gonna get them a copy of the deed over to them now that the ranch is in my name until I get it paid off. There's a lien against it, so once I pay the $159,900 off, then the lien will be released and the title will be free and clear. Right now there's a lien placed against it until I pay Jeff off. So the lady said I got very, very lucky. She says she's seen a lot of scams and things happen. A lot of people get screwed out of purchase deals and stuff like that. But I had this horseshoe and it still remains with me. And like I said, I did a little bit of research. He knew some people knew the family. Still, you know, like she said, he could have scammed me. But, you know, I tend to find the best people out there and people that care. So just want to give everybody heads up on the Jackson situation and let you know the ranch is officially mine. And I can't wait to start getting things going and get a petting zoo. And we're just going to have such a huge journey ahead of us. So I'm going to get on the road. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.